everybody. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd. It's 6:26 a.m. and I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get $5.50 for 2.4 miles. Got an offer earlier to go to Albertsons for like $9 and something cents for like 4.7 miles to shop for one item on Uber Eats, but I didn't trust it. I've been in that situation where I've gone all the way to a store on Uber Eats to pick up one item at a grocery store and they don't have it, and then I end up just having to cancel the order and not getting any money for my troubles. I know with DoorDash I can at least get, usually I think if you contact them you can get half the money, but Uber Eats I've tried to get money from them for that situation and they say they won't give me anything. So at least that's what I recall. Maybe they'll at least give me $3, but I'm not driving all that way over just to get $3. So I declined it, and now I've got this one. I decided to let my Sam's Club membership expire, and then the plan is I'm going to go into Sam's Club, and then I'm going to get the lesser membership. You know, there's the regular Sam's Club membership. I guess it's like half the price because they keep raising their membership costs. So I'm like, I don't want to have to pay all that money for a Sam's Club membership that I don't really use that often. So I think I'm going to save a lot more money if I just switch to the regular membership. All right, we're pulling into the Starbucks shopping center. The order and it was ready to go right when I walked in, so I didn't have to wait, which was awesome. And another driver was ahead of me in line asking for his order, and his order wasn't ready. So the universe was kind to me this morning, so I am happy that I didn't have to wait. Now I'm headed off to a house 2 minutes from here, half a mile, and it's a leave at the door. Woo! Is this house here with the U-Haul? Yep.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Uh-huh. Next one coming up is from DoorDash, $10.25 for 4.9 miles, shopping for 2 orders for a total of 4 items. Well, let's see what we're shopping for. Oh boy, some orange vitamin C, hairband elastic, allergy relief tablets, Cepacol sore throat lemon lozenges, and that's it. Okay, well, I did all the shopping, but the internet in this location is really bad today. I mean, really bad. Even right now, I can't get a signal to check what the customer is telling me. They sent me a text message, but I can't even read their text message because I have no internet. It's just flashing. They have a message. And then the GPS won't work either through the app, so I've entered the navigation, the address into Google Maps to get me to the drop-off, and it was a really weird order. All they ordered was a bunch of elastic bands for the hair, and that was it. It's like a $3 item they purchased, and that was it. So really strange. And now I'm headed off to this apartment, and I hope that the navigation is taking me to the right place, because but it doesn't look like it is. I have a funny feeling it's going to take me to an opening that is not a turn. Turn right. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to follow the navigation and see what happens. Let's see. It's taking me to this looks like where all houses are. There's no apartments over here. Or maybe they accidentally entered their home address into the wrong spot on their they put their address number into the apartment section. That's possible. Because it's taking me to a place where it's all houses. It's a house, and I still don't know what they said in their text message. It's like, sorry, I'm already here. Okay, so it's a mystery. I'll never know what the customer said. They obviously sent some type of message, but whatever it was, I couldn't get a signal. And by the time I did get a signal, I was already at their drop-off location. So whatever it was sort of irrelevant. There was nothing I can do. Whatever it said. So I just left the little hair bands, the $2.99 hair bands. I left them on the chair by the front door as instructed to leave it at the door. And now I'm moving on to the next drop off, which is the other 3 items, which was like cold and flu and allergy related items. And it's going to be 7 minutes from here, 3.2 miles. It's a house and it's a leave at the door. Yes, this order is kind of stressful. I mean, it started out so simple because it was like, well, it's not that many items and it's not that many miles, so it's very reasonable. And then once I didn't get, once you don't have cell phone service, that's when the stress level goes up because you can't do anything. It's like, what am I supposed to do in this situation if I can't even use my phone? That sort of makes it like I'm completely useless. I can't do anything. And I took a screen capture of the shopping list. So I was running around the store hoping I was grabbing the right things and then gathering them up. And then I went to where I normally would get a cell phone signal in the store. And then I started to scan those items that I thought were hopefully the right items because, all the items are so similar in the stores nowadays. They have so many variations. So you're always just like, is this the right thing? I don't know until I scan it. So there I was. I gathered up the items I thought were right over in the soda section of the store. And I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a signal in my normal spot where I could get a signal. So I had to walk to the front of the store near the exit. I had to put my phone in airplane mode and then take it out of airplane mode. And then it got a signal at the front, and then I scanned the items, and of course one of them was wrong. So then I had to go all the way back to the aisle where the item was, and then I had to look for a substitution because the item wasn't there. So when I clicked on item not available and then show me the substitutions that they want, I had no cell phone service again. So I went back over to the soda section, and then I got a signal there, and I saw the substitutions. Then I just sort of memorized them in my head what they were, and then went back over to another section where I found the item. And then I scanned it back over at the soda section and then headed on out of there. And then as I was headed to the register, I wasn't getting any service. It was just spinning and saying it was offline. And I thought, oh man, what a day. And then there was a lady behind me in line. I thought, oh no, don't let me hold other people up because of this stupid cell phone service. And finally, the app, everything went through and everything went fine. And I got out of there. But then, of course, now my stress level is up because of that stupid situation. And yeah, and that's what I had to go into my Google Maps to find the house and all that other stuff. So yeah, that Walgreens is not a fun place to shop when it comes to the cell phone service. So I'm just glad it's all over now. I have cell phone service now, and I got 2 more minutes to go before I can drop this last one off. it this one? Nope. Must be this one. Yep.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions.
Yeah.
Leave at my door.
It's gonna be slow today. It's busy. I got something from DoorDash. $9.90, 3.1 miles, shopping for 6 items at Walgreens. Okay, we are arriving at Walgreens, and let's look at that shopping list. We're gonna get some Sudafed, some Zicam. I'm sure most of this stuff is gonna be locked up. More Sudafed. We're gonna get some Nerds, some Reese's Big Cup, a huge jug of Arizona Arnold Palmer tea.
You have a phone number with us?
It's DoorDash.
Oh, okay, for sure. So it is 4906.
All right, I was at a different Walmart this time, and I still did not have good cell phone service. So I just did my usual routine where I try to find a place that had a signal, and then just made that my hotspot and had to keep going over there to get all the items, and also having to screen capture the shopping list. And it's such a pain, you know. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know why the cell phone service is not good today, but it's not. And this is a totally different location, so I don't know. Maybe after this I'll reboot my phone, and maybe it's me. Who knows? So next up is the drop off, 4 minutes, 1.5 miles. It's a house. Leave at the door. I got a gate code. Leave items to the right of the door. This one? No.
Customer requested you leave the order at their door. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher app.
Is 8:17 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats, $10.41 for 5.3 miles to shop at Vons for 6 items. Looks like I'm shopping for Tillamook smoked provolone cheese slices, bananas, some hair color treatment, some pepperoncinis, some ranch dip mix, and some au jus gravy mix. Thing was going really good when I first started my shift, but then after I dropped off that I don't know what the hell that jug of iced tea at that house, it was an Arnold Palmer tea. After that it dried up. I parked somewhere waiting for more stuff to come in, and nothing good came in. And I think I was parked for about 20 minutes. Then I headed back home, and I was having the longest conversation with a family member at home, and still nothing good was coming in. I thought, well, it looks like it's not gonna be a good day, so I'm just gonna go and just chill out and watch some TV. And then this thing came in, so yeah, it looks like it's pretty sporadic right now. Tried out that recipe for homemade mayonnaise, and it turned out just fine. It tastes just like mayonnaise. I don't know what else to say about it. I just used avocado oil, an egg, lemon juice, and some Dijon mustard. Those were the ingredients. And then you mix it with this immersion blender. And yeah, and then in about 2 minutes you got a whole jar full of mayonnaise. So it was really cool. It's nice to know I can make homemade mayonnaise whenever I want. And the only thing is that the freshness of it only lasts for 7 days. So because it has no preservatives in it, it's only good for that amount of time. So I've got to make sure to, if I don't finish it, to throw it out on Saturday and then make a fresh new batch again. So I'm just glad I'm having I usually have mayonnaise just about every day. So now I know to use that stuff, and it's actually better for me because it has it has those omega-3 fats instead of the omega-6 fats, which I guess are artery clogging. So yeah, I'll have to let you know how the immersion blender is in the long term, because I just got it. So I can't tell you whether or not I would recommend it because I just got it and I've only used it one time. All right, I'm here at Vons. The items are in the car. We're traveling 8 minutes from here, 2.4 miles to a house. Don't knock, leave outside gate. I can see when it's delivered.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on Wigwam Parkway using the left lane.
It was the first day I was able to use the Uber app to pay for groceries without using the Uber Eats credit card. So finally, the technology has reached the point where it can do that. I keep hearing other drivers that are able to do that, but all this time I haven't been able to do it. It has always told me I had to use the card. So now
in a quarter-mile, turn right on Pebble Road.
Now I know. That was just for $2. So now I know I can use it in the future, and now it's just on equal footing with DoorDash.
Just ahead, turn left on Fountain Springs Drive.
$10, 4.7 miles. That sounds good.
Drop off.
Next one from Uber Eats, it's going to be $10.07 to go to Rachel's Kitchen and drive 4.7 miles. The customer sent me a cryptic message, but I think it was a message that is from a previous delivery.
Just ahead, pick up on the left.
Only because it just doesn't make any sense what they said. It was like they were talking to, not to me, but they were talking to Uber Eats customer support. So it was a very, the message just didn't seem to apply at all to what I am doing. So I'm just gonna ignore it. And we're almost at Rachel's Kitchen.
Pick up on the left.
I'm gonna park over here on the right. A little bit more forward. Right here looks good. God, there's so many parking spots. So nice. All right, I have the order. And as it
turn right on Village Park Drive.
As it turns out, that irrelevant message that I received from the customer was relevant in terms of the order was not ready because the system at Rachel's Kitchen was down. So the customer was probably contacting Uber Eats support to figure out what to do because drivers were probably just not willing to wait and they just kept canceling the order. You know what I mean? They kept hitting their phone that someone else picked up the order. So because of that situation, the order kept being delayed, and also the other problem was that they didn't know whether or not it would be safe to start the order, because every single time a person came in, they were leaving. They were not willing to wait for the order to be prepared. So because they had no information on there and because their system was down, they didn't know what to do until a driver finally agreed to wait. They weren't going to start the order because they weren't going to waste the food worrying that the customer may have canceled, and they would get no notification that the customer had canceled, and they would lose that money preparing that food. So when I finally went in there and told them that, yes, I'll wait for the order, that's when they actually started the food. And then I contacted the customer, and the customer was really confused because on their end, they didn't know what was going on.
Serene Avenue.
All they knew is that the order was just delayed and delayed and delayed, and they didn't know what was happening. So I let them know that they're starting the order and it will be ready in 10 minutes, and then I'll bring it to them when they hand it to me. And so they just wanted to make sure that I don't need to cancel this order and reorder it again. And I said, no, I said they're making it and I'm just waiting for them to finish so I can bring it to you. And so it's just amazing how a simple problem can just blow up into this whole escapade. So anyway, 6 minutes from here, 2.4 miles. It's a house, it's a leave at the door, and a thank you.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on Little Street. Left on Little Street, then keep left onto Zicker Avenue.
Okay, I can do that.
Keep left onto Zicker Avenue, then turn right on Treasure Trove Street.
Okay, I can do that.
Turn right on Treasure Trove Street.
Turn right on Treasure Trove Street. Okay.
Turn right on Spartan View Court, then drop off on the right.
Drop off on the right. Got it. Currently at $45. It's 9:17 a.m. I'll probably do one or two more. I don't know if I necessarily need to get to $60 today because I already was way over yesterday, and it's so early now, so I'm just sort of on the fence on what to do. I'll just play it by ear and see what happens, but one or two more deliveries and I'm gonna be done. The next one from Uber Eats, it's $6.86 for 2.7 miles going to Scrambled. Ogabogo, ogabogo, ogabogo.
Turn right.
Beep bop.
Turn left.
Beep bop bop. Beep bop 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 bop. Beep bop. Beep bop 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 bop. I sure
Turn right,
hope.
then pick up.
I sure hope this food's gonna be ready. I surely do hope. Usually when I'm this close to the restaurant, it's not ready. And then I gotta sit outside on that bench. It's 99 degrees right now, and I gotta sit outside on a bench.
Pick up.
Pick up yourself. Pick it up yourself. I have the order, and we're going to be going to, I don't know where we're going to. We're going to be going 2.3 miles from here, 8-minute drive. It's going to
Turn
be
right, then make a slight right turn.
It's going to be an apartment. It says there is a little map right before the gate that shows the buildings. Thank you. The person could at least be polite enough to say their building number, you know? Their instructions just tell me, you know what? Just look for a map at the entrance to the building and then figure it out. Into this apartment complex before, so I have all the building numbers mapped out, at least I think I do, on my Google Maps, so I won't have a problem finding it. I'll just use Google Maps and head directly to the building that I think this apartment number's at. All right, we're here in the beautiful apartment complex.
Take the next left, then turn left.
And we're navigating our way to the drop-off thanks to Google Maps and labeling the apartment buildings with Google Maps. Let's see if...
Take the next left, then your destination will be on the left.
Let's see if this takes us to the right building. Hopefully, when I map this place out, I mapped it correctly. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I accidentally enter the wrong building number. Let's see. No, I am right.
Your destination is on the left.
There it is. Is it on this side? Let's see.
New message from Uber. Leave at door. App. 3216. There's a little map right before the gate that shows the buildings. Turn left, then drop off on the left.
Uh-huh. I got the next one coming in from DoorDash, and it's 10:11 a.m. right now. I'm going to be getting $14.70 to shop at Vaughn's, and I'm going to have to shop for 10 items, but I'm only driving 3.5 miles. I got a comment from somebody about acceptance rate and if that matters, if you get kicked off of the platform if you don't keep a high acceptance rate. And I can only speak for my market. In my market, you don't have to do anything with your acceptance rate. That's up to you. If you keep it really high, above a certain percentage on DoorDash, they supposedly give you all these perks, like you can dash whenever you want, and you'll be like prioritized for like higher paying orders, but they don't guarantee all the stuff about the amount of money you're gonna make with these offers. All they do is they just try to come up with anything they can think of so that you'll just drive your car into the ground and not decline any orders. Because if you look at some of the orders that you get yourself, you'll see they're horrible. The majority of offers you get are crazy upside down. you should at the very minimum get $1 for every mile you're driving, at the very bare bones minimum. And right now I'm only accepting offers that are at least $2 for every mile. So you'll have to make your own decision on whether or not you want to maintain a high acceptance rate, or it doesn't matter to you. It's really all about your market and the level of opportunities that are there. Sometimes in some places there are just too many drivers, and they'll kick you off just for any old reason because they just have too many drivers. So yeah, so that's the only advice I can give you. If you live here in Vegas, it doesn't matter. You can have a high acceptance rate or a low acceptance rate. Oh, great. The road to get to Vons is closed. Well, we're all being detoured this way to get to Vons, and because we're being detoured, the traffic is backing up like crazy. So it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought to even get to Vons before I can start shopping. Luckily, there's only 10 items, so it's not a crazy high amount of things to shop for. Shouldn't take me too long to get the job done. What are we shopping for? Organic bananas, cream of rice. That's new. Smart water, and another thing of smart water. Really short list.
Restrictions apply. Promotions may vary.
All right, I got it all. I'm checking out. Well, I shopped for that stuff real fast. Everything worked out just fine. I don't think the only thing I could think of that happened that was not so hot was that they wanted a bunch of distilled water, but they didn't have it, so they didn't get it. They got a substitute, which was approved on their list, so that's what they got. And now I am trying to back up as this lady with a birthday balloon and a sundress walks by, as well as a senior citizen lady, because I'm parked so close to the entrance that everybody's rushing by in a hurry. All right, so now we're gonna head off to a house in a gated community. I've been there before many times, and has a guard, of course, because it's a guard gated community. 1 minute from here, 0.4 miles. God, people drive like crap. We're just like, really? You can't make that turn, huh? You can't make that turn.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Well, that took a long time as usual. I had the regular service provider at the entrance, so sometimes it takes just a little bit longer. Well, let's see if there's any place for me to park today. Nope, they're in full construction mode, so I'm gonna have to turn here and go in the driveway real quick. Hopefully I don't block anybody. Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Can we get set? Yeah, I want to set it right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Actually, you know what? This I can take these. Just take them to the other door down there. I thought you were dropping the bags.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Whew, those bags were heavy. That was like, I don't know how many cases of water that was. I don't know. It was a lot. And then I was holding the phone at the same time, and I thought, okay, all I have to do is walk from the driveway to the front door, and I'll be all done. So just walk really fast, get to that front door, snap that picture, and get out of there. Well, that's not what happened. One of the, I think the foreman, it seemed like he was the foreman who was working with all the construction guys. He's like, oh, can you bring that stuff over here? And I thought, oh, Jesus, how far is he going to want me to walk? Because this is a big property. And I just followed him around the corner, and he carried, he carried 2 of the waters that were in one of the bags. So it decreased my load by 50%. My fingers are sore, though, from holding the phone and the bag at the same time. That really threw me. So it all worked out fine, and I got it delivered, and that's the bottom line. I got it delivered, and everything worked out, and I got that money. So that is it. That's the last of the deliveries for today, and I don't recall anything really terrible happening today. There was nothing dramatic. The road was closed to get here to Vaughn's. That was a little bit dramatic, but not, that's life in Vegas. Everything's always under construction in this town. And difficult customers. The only struggle I had was the customer who had that Rachel's Kitchen order, and their system was down, so the order wasn't prepared yet, and I had to wait 10 minutes for them to prepare the order, and I had to communicate with the customer and let them know what was happening. So that was it. So thank you all so much for watching on this fabulous Tuesday, and tune in tomorrow for Wednesday's episode as we make our way to the journey to $420 for the week. Take care. Bye for now.